So we finished the truck. Yes, we did finally get the truck aligned the same day that we finished, which is awesome. So I figured, you know what, I'll wait till today to show you guys, you know, the truck, and also give you an update of everything else that I pretty much did to the truck so far. Didn't expect this.
It snowed again.
It's quite a bit of snow. So bear with me. I'm gonna clean this up. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not cleaning the top of the truck just yet. Just doing this for you guys, just to show you, just giving you an update on the Yukon. So let's step back and show you the 4-inch lift. So I thought this was going to be a leveled lift. The back end is like crazy sky high. The front end looks a little bit taller, but I am going to be definitely measuring from the ground to the wheel well. I'm gonna go back and refer to my video for the leveling kit. Okay, so for you guys who are gonna be taking on this project on your own, I'm gonna be linking either up over here or down in the description below, definitely down in the description below, of a guy who actually did this and he documented it. It was pretty good. Now there are two types of lifts for this particular one, the ReadyLift 4-inch SST lift. There's one with a wedge aluminum block. That's for the front differential. Now where that goes, it goes between the hanger and the differential. The second type of lift that I got were like aluminum pucks. We did extra work. All right, so to save yourself probably about 4 hours of work, do not, I repeat, do not take the front differential off of the hanger. That's not where the puck style spacers go. It actually goes between the hanger and the frame. And then not only that, so I did it with my cousin, and him and I both agree that we possibly didn't have to remove the CV shafts. So with the jack, lower the front diff slightly, just for enough room to slide in the pucks. There's a fin that you're gonna have to trim, and that's because the bottom crossbeam, right? So you could probably end up doing that underneath the truck as well. So you're gonna have to remove that crossbar out, all right, in order to lower the diff down further. While that's out, trim that one fin. You'll see what I'm talking about, both the video that I'm going to link down below and also in the instructions as well. Yeah, so just lower the diff down a little bit so that you can put in the spacers or put in the pucks, and then you can put in your new hardware, the new bolts, put it in, and you're done. That part is done. That was a lot of work. If we did it the way that I'm explaining to you guys, we probably would have saved at least a good 4 hours. Today, let me just give you an update of what I've done so far with the Yukon. So this will be the first update for 2021. All right, let's go see what I did. All right, so I got this panel back in, which is awesome. I got pretty much all the panels put in. There's the first aid kit. I am gonna have to clean the headliner. It's a little disgusting. I had a little bit of an issue of leakage in the back, and that was because of a grommet. So if you ever have any wettage over here, or if the roof liner ever starts getting wet, there is a grommet back there. Here, let me just show you. All right, so it's this grommet. It's for the water, for the wires that go from the truck to the hatch. What ended up happening was that grommet right there, it wasn't fully seated in. So whenever it did rain, it would, and the worst part was it wasn't seated on top properly. So what ended up happening was all the water was going in there and soaking the liner, and the water stains. So if you guys have that problem, just double check on this grommet. It could be not seated in properly, maybe it popped out, or it's just gone bad. The next mod was this voltage reader. That's pretty cool. Tap it again and give you a battery percentage. I don't know how accurate that battery percentage is, but I really like the fact that I'm able, while I'm back here, I can see the battery voltage. Coming in here, I have a 2200 watt, 4400 watt peak inverter. This also has a, I think it's an MPP solar panel charger. Anyways, so these are solar panel inputs. I can hook up solar panels to this, so not only can I use this off of my battery, off of my auxiliary battery, but I can actually use this unit here to charge my auxiliary battery. This is it's like a Blue Sea, but it's not Blue Sea, it's I can't remember. I'm gonna drop the name right now, and that's what that is. So panel, it's 12 inputs. It's really nice. This is a boat battery cutoff switch. So I got a fire extinguisher here, my emergency bag, recovery bag, and my tool bag. All right, so now it's time to get into the hood. There's actually a pretty big upgrade that I did. So let me get the part that I want to show you guys. Oh, by the way, I had this huge fluorescent dinosaur light. This thing was huge and crazy heavy. I'm telling you, at least a good 30 pounds, and I had like 4 fluorescent T5 style lights. So I replaced them with these two here. So much brighter, so much lighter, and the best part is they're LED, so they're really low wattage. I did order 4 more. I'm gonna put 2 behind me there and another 2 over there. It's gonna light up the garage really nice. But where's that piece? Ah, there it is. All right, so now you remember when I was living in the apartment. One of the main reasons why I did get the inverter was actually to be able to run power tools or even a vacuum in that underground basement parking. So I had this in there. It's 200 amp. Now I did have a smaller 4 gauge wire, no 6 gauge, no, it was 4 gauge wire. So the one day that I was vacuuming, I started, you know, smelling something burning. I went in there and look what happened. This thing melted. I can't take this off. I can't take this off whatsoever. It got so hot that it actually melted this cap to what's in there. I can't even take that off. And look inside. Yeah, replace that with a breaker, 300 amp breaker. All right, so this is my upgrade right here. There's the 300 amp breaker right here, and then the 0 gauge wire. Now this wire before, it was the 4 gauge, and I guess it was too short, too thin, but now it seems to be doing really well, and I like the fact that I do have the breaker instead of the fuse, so this is one less fuse that I need to worry about. Also replaced this LED light bulb, the one that I hit for Minden Hydro line there at the gatekeeper. So I put a new one in. It was pretty super simple, especially how I had it set up with the 3-plug quick disconnect. So just made a new connection, put it in, plugged it in, and now it works awesome. Factory 55 flat link. Really happy with that. That's pretty nice. We got the Weston winch tray. So I got a Rugsole 12,000 pound winch. That is, the bar was a Rough Country bull bar with the Rough Country LED light bar. So when I got the tray, it was a little bit, it was pretty flat. It was pretty plain. So what I did was I cut up the Rough Country bull bar, and then I also relocated the LED brackets, and then I put a flat bar in there, connected that there, and now I have a nice bull bar that's for the Weston winch tray. There's the hook. So I have a second battery here. This is my aux battery. And then I have my house battery that's over there, which is the factory battery that the rest of the electronics work to. With that, I have a 150 amp breaker right there for the charging. The wire comes straight off of the alternator. Okay, into this huge 200 amp relay, and that's connected to the key. So when I turn the key on, that engages, and it connects the auxiliary battery to the alternator or to the rest of the power. This here, I have an 8-gang switch panel, nice little panel. I'll show you inside. So all of my LEDs, I don't need to run through the firewall. I just run it through here. Really convenient. This is a mess. I still have to clean this up. All right, so let's go into the truck and show you what's going on inside the truck. All right, coming into the truck, big thing here is actually the upper center console right here. I have a CB/10 meter band radio. And then I also have this 8-gang switch right here. Like I said, when I turn the key on, there's the key. Once I turn that on, that gets ignited, or that lights up, and then I control my fogs over here, my amber fogs, because they are bicolor. So I can do amber, LED light bar, and then for the white ones, I have it connected to the factory fog right here. And then I got this thing here that I'm definitely looking for a replacement for this. I'm not exactly too happy with this one. All right, so that is pretty much done for the update. There's a couple of things. My wife actually got me Rigid Industries LED light pods, the blackout edition or the blacked edition. I'm super stoked to put those on. So, 2021 is going to be awesome. There's still a lot more mods to be done with this truck. My friend and I and my wife are planning some really cool overland trips. We're not sure when we can do this. Depending on the restrictions, that will dictate on how much we can do. But definitely we are hoping that this will be, that we're gonna be able to do this very soon. I'm very, very excited with it. All right, so a big thing here too is these step rock sliders. These ones, the outline of it was already made. What I did was I welded on the bars, made some custom L brackets to fit against the frame, and some bolts to bolt up onto the frame, as well as the steps and just the plates, so that my kids and my grandmother-in-law or my grandmother can step in there. This, you can see it's already taking a beating, so all I just used was the enamel black spray. There might be something coming up that I might paint this something else, just to give it a bit more rugged texture and more of a rugged paint. All right guys, I hope all of you have enjoyed this update. I know I talked a lot, but listen, I got a bunch of new subscribers. For all of you that have subscribed, thank you so much. It really does mean a lot. And the rest of you guys who've stuck around and put up with my talkingness, I want to give a huge thank you to you guys. Honestly, 2020 was a very difficult year, not just for me, I mean like for the entire world. And just to get the motivation to do these things, you know what, having you guys, having new subscribers follow me, and just to see the progress that I'm doing with this truck, going off-roading, you guys have encouraged and pushed me to do more and more videos. So again, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for all you new subscribers and all you guys who've been sticking around to see what's next on the channel. 2021, a lot of cool stuff is going to be happening, and definitely want to start putting out more adventures, more off-roading, overlanding adventures here in Ontario. You know what, there is a lot of amazing places to go overlanding or even just go wheeling here in Ontario, Canada, and I want to share every little bit of it with you guys. And definitely I will be divulging where we're going, because that's another thing, you know, trying to find these hidden gems is difficult, but I want to share these things with you guys. Guys, again, thank you so much for everything. I hope 2021 treats you right and that it's prosperous for you guys. Stay safe, and who knows, maybe we'll see you out there.